yesterday, somebody told me that there are some people who were carrying placards. Because, frankly speaking, I don't have time to even see that. I was busy. I don't want to be distracted. We want to be focused and deliver on the mandate Mr. President has given to us. But one thing you must also understand, that this is democracy. So many people are entitled to their opinions. But what is important is your opinion must be in line of what is good for the people of the FCT. We can't continue to do the same thing, the same way, and expect to achieve different results. One of the big things about leadership is that you must be firm, you must be bold, you must be courageous to take a decision. And we have taken a decision to make sure our people are happy with this administration. We have taken a decision to make sure we do the best for the people as mandated by Mr. President. In policies you make, it may not favor so many people, but what is important is the generality of the people, not few people who benefit at the detriment of others. You know, when you bring a policy that will bring change, so many people will kick against it. Those who benefit, the few that benefit, will kick against it. But when you are focused and firm, they have no choice but to come back and align themselves with the policies of government. This is a hard time. We must take decisions, no matter how hard it is. But what's important is at the end of the day, the people should benefit from it. And so, let nobody bother himself that there are people who were paid. Yes, they've collected the money, and that has ended yesterday. So we are used to all this. So nobody should be worried that people are demonstrating. If they don't demonstrate, is it therefore that will demonstrate? So don't bother yourself. People must have work to do. What we want people to ask us, what have we achieved in these 3 months that Mr. President has given us? What have we achieved? We can boldly tell the Nigerians that in these 3 months, with the support of Mr. President, this is what we have done, this is what we have done, and by the grace of God, in the 1-year office of Mr. President, Nigerians will see what Mr. President has done in FCT, and that is what we stand for. By May 29, 2024, FCT will roll out its achievement as far as the administration of Mr. President is concerned. So today, just like the Executive Secretary said, today we are flagging off the second phase. Last time in September, we flagged off the Garki district. Today, we are flagging off the Asokoro district. I have told the ES, before we leave for the end of the year, we must flag off the Maitama and Wuse districts. And I'll show you people with the funds Mr. President have made available to us. And with the IGR, before May 29, all these districts will be wearing a new look. And that's what the city is supposed to be. All we need from you is your support, your cooperation with the contractors, so that the work can go on easily. Just like the Permanent Secretary said, I've always said it, no contract will be awarded without funding. If we don't have the money, we will not award contracts. It is not a question of we're expecting money. We will not do that. When the money comes, we award. If the money does not come, we are not going to award. And when people criticize, let me tell Nigerians this. You must commend the government of Aswaja Ahmed Bola Tinubu. And let me tell you this. Nigerians forget easily. As at the time we came on board, virtually all contractors had abandoned their sites. You can remember that. Today, you can see that Abuja returned to a construction site. Why? We said, and like Mr. President advised, we must try as much as we can to conclude and finish all projects, if not all, at least 80% of projects that were awarded by previous governments. Because government is a continuum. There are projects that were awarded in 2001. There are projects that were awarded in 2010. There are projects that were awarded in 2015. These projects have been abandoned. As a responsible government, do you expect us to leave those projects and start awarding new projects? I think Nigeria should commend the administration of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Because if we have the policy of just starting our own projects, it will mean that as a city, you have projects abandoned, littered all over the place. That, of course, will not test well as a city. In 2010, for record purposes in 2010, when I read the comments of people who are not aware, who are ignorant, who do not want to ask questions, they just want to comment for commenting's sake, so that people will say that they have said something. Those who like to run an election on that social media platform. No. 2010, the federal government awarded the contract of the vice president residence. The federal government awarded, not Tinubu's government, in 2010. And this contract was awarded at the cost of 7 billion naira to Julius Berger. Now check 2010 and 2023, 13 good years, this project was abandoned. Now, a reasonable government comes to say, look, do we, having spent some money in this project, do we abandon it, wasting taxpayers' money? And the company said, look, they are willing to complete it, but you cannot give us the same rate of 2010 and 2023. It's not possible. It's not possible. And they gave their rates. And by Mr. President approval, we have to send it to the Bureau of Public Procurement. We are waiting for the Bureau of Public Procurement to give us the final nod of how much should be spent. But the point, even if that is okay, it should not be used by Mr. Vice President. That does not mean it cannot be put into use by other people. So many of us have seen visiting heads of state in this city. What is wrong when you have a visiting head of state? It's okay, put in such residence. So people should not be sentimental and telling lies. We did not award that contract. The contract was awarded in 2010. All we're merely doing, because of our policy of not leaving other projects to continue to be abandoned, we felt we should continue with those projects.